greatest. And now that I'm finally here. Alright, you know that I got it. That's all I really got to say. I raise it up another level when the bright lights come on. Let's play. Let's play, baby. The blood in my veins runs ice cold. And clutch is number 23. Wherever I go, that's the main event. I'm used to all eyes on me. All my life I said it. I'm gonna be one of the greatest. Now that I'm finally here, ain't nothing about this fake. Oh, it's the real thing. Oh, it's the real thing. All my life I said I'm gonna be one of the greats. Oh, it's the real thing. Oh, it's the real thing.
On a good Thursday night for baseball in the Badger State, we're inside Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Albert Almora, the league's leading hitter, continues his march toward the National League batting crown. Next. Brent Suter, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. so he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
3-0 now. And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games. But for a guy who's competing for a batting title, they'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is under it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Kemp. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning.
Wow.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
That sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Here comes the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go on this one.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Kike Hernandez.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes Yelich, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
first offering on its way. This is skied into short left center. Russell is calling for it, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers nothing. Here now is the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
For the Brewers,
and he just misses inside with the fastball there. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Hit back up the middle. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now.
batting third.
In is Christian Yelich. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2. He's got to regroup.
Still 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down 3-0. So in now for Chicago, Jose Quintana. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Quintana has a batting average in the low 100s, but as a pitcher, there's not much shame in that.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He reached on a single in his first try.
Almora.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
No strike.
Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Line toward right center. But he will run this one down in right center. A tough. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 0-2 once more. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
On to Pierce at first, and it's a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Ryan Braun is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
A high fastball is in there. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 8 hits in 34 tries. The 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Kemp. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Brewers strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Javier Baez. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. First pitch on its way. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Baez will head for second. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The relay. But he is in there with a triple. So he's in at 3rd to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. So here's Matt Kemp now. Picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance.
Yeah, and what do you know, Matty? Situation presents itself again. Don't try and do too much. Look for something elevated and drive it into the outfield.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman.
Here's Steve Pierce now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
And it's fouled away. Kemp on at first, nobody out. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
And there's a base hit on the line. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now in the box, Wilson Contreras looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field.
Hira will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. So runners at first and second here with one away. And that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. From the stretch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single. So it's bases loaded, one away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Heyward. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to plate at least two of those runners as it's down for extra bases. One run scores.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Aaron Wilkerson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Jose Quintana will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with two men in scoring position and only one away. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground, and good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out.
The center fielder
digging in, Albert Almora, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to. Here's Addison Russell. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And he fouls this one off.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Heyward is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Next for Milwaukee, Aaron Wilkerson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Digging in now for the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Hernandez is there, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Gone in order of the start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out one time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
The batter, number 9.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Javier Baez. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
6 runs, 10 hits.
No errors so far for the Cubbies. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, Matt Kemp, as he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike 1. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now, 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a swing and a miss by Kemp as he's a strikeout casualty. 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Braun trying to get there. Baez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Wilson Contreras would be next. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kane is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Contreras gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Yelich is retired, 2 down now. Starting forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. A base hit in his first trip. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Lifted into the air out towards center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras, a hit in 2 tries so far.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Fly ball heading for the alley. Yelich on the move. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Here's Jason Hayward now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. To short, hit hard. Russell's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So here now is the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate, Ryan Braun. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
He throws him on the fastball there. Ryan Braun sent packing to start the bottom of the 5th. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now.
Now
batting, Addison Russell. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Again, another foul ball. Ready on 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Albert Almora. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the sixth. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Yelich is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, number 9.
2 away now for the Cubs in the sixth. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number. Ben Gamel is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Count is 1-2 now. This is popped up. Bryant has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Stepping up now, Ben Zobrist. He was a ground out victim last time up. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Striding into the box, Christian Yelich. He is 0 for 2 thus far in this one. No balls and a strike to count.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this. Herb Smith is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mac Kemp. Kyle Schwarber is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 289 is the average coming in. 33 home runs and 71 runs batted in. 1-1 to Schwarber. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Schwarber playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
So striding in, Anthony Rizzo will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Anthony Rizzo.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rizzo will head for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
One strike.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
A ball and a strike now. Rizzo leads off second with one gone in the inning. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Rizzo blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead. Stepping in, Kike Hernandez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks. Dixon Machado will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Dixon Machado.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
The right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Bernard will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Comes set and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Digging in, Jose Quintana. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
In hitting for Chicago, number 3.
Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Junior Guerra comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Junior Guerra.
Ian Happ will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. No balls and 1 strike. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So they wind up. Kyle Schwarber will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Ian Happ will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Freddie Peralta gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 51. Freddie Peralta.
Lamont Wade is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 74. Lamont Wade.
Corner is also into the game as he takes over at short. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Ryan Braun. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Addison Russell. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. There's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Hey guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Fouled off. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Jacob Barnes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
50, Jacob.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Hit sharply toward the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The batter.
Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Lamont Wade, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And that misses for ball one.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Left side, but well foul. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Ready on 1 and 2. Line towards center field. Kane is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down. Alec Mills is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 24.
In there at the knees, strike one. Mills, a 6'4" right-hander. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Machado backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats.
Now
both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go good.
And he gets ahead 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Bernard is in now to put it away, and that'll keep the runner from tagging. So 2 gone now in the Brewers' half of the 8th, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 9-4 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Hernan Perez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And they're going to chip away some more as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Brandon Kintzler comes on now looking for the final out of the inning to strand the 2 runners in scoring position. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. 3 runs already home here. This is hit high and deep out to left. Wade going back on it. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The center fielder.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Lifetime against Brandon Kintzler. Batting .500, 4 for 8. Pedro Strop takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 47.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Hit back up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But it'll come at a cost as 6. Matt Albers enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Victor Caratini will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
Victor Caratini.
Sent on the ground out to second. Hira comes up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now
Dixon Machado digs in.
Dixon Machado.
From the stretch. Slow roller left side. There to play it is Zobrist. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Into the box now, Bernard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Zobrist is there. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Victor Caratini will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. And a ball 1-0.
Number 46.
And it's fouled away. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. In now, Christian Yelich. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if they're in.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Yelich, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Settling in now, Heston Hira. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. The Cubs earned their 119th win, most in the division. Jose Quintana wins for the 23rd time in this one, the top total in the league. Brent Suter struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Craig Kimbrell retires the side to hammer down the save, his 56th of the season, best in the league. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the show.
Come and see me and maybe you'll die, but I can keep you in hard work, the fluid kind. That's enough for excitement today. Frustrated, faded, and pay to play. Come and see me and maybe you'll try. I've been holding these pyros till they could fly. Open up and enlighten again. Enjoy the skyline, it's an incremental end. The rover. Sophia, yeah, maybe it's time. You can't stick to the highways, it's suicide. I'm welling up with excitement again. The apex resolves, you need to tell your friends. Come and see me, yeah, baby, let's cry. Sad in face, in some worlds we'd be too kind. Nature's subjected to fires again. Falling for my independence. The
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri. TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Jose Quintana pitched well again and earned his 23rd win on the season, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 9-8. He currently has the most wins in the National League. In other Cubbies news, right fielder Mark Zagunis has been placed on waivers by the club. In the standings, the Brewers are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cubs are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Reds sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 11-4. As of right now, the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Phillies sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, 5.5 back. The Pirates allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they manhandled the Marlins 9-3. As of today, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cardinals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 14-1. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division, 20 games out of first. The Braves smacked 15 team hits as they bested the visiting Nats 15-2. At the start of the day, the Braves sit atop the NL East. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage, while the Nationals are 3rd in the division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Twins combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Red Sox on the road 7-2. In the standings, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. They're 15 games back. And the Twins sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Jays tallied 5 home runs overall as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 18-3. As of right now, the Rays are leading the American League East. They have a 4.5 game cushion. And the Blue Jays are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Texas Rangers snapped their 5-game losing streak as they beat the O's in Baltimore 15-7. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're 16.5 games out of first. The Indians earned the 4-game series sweep as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-1. As of today, the Indians are leading the Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second. And the White Sox are 2nd in the division, 11 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-5. At the start of the day, the Royals are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Tigers are 3rd in the division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The A's completed a 3-game series sweep as they destroyed the Angels 8-1. It was their 5th straight victory. As of right now, the A's sit in 2nd place in the American League West, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race, while the Angels are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Garrett Cole nabbed his 15th win this season as the Astros disposed of the Mariners 3-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Entering the day's action, the Astros are in 1st place in the AL West. They have a small half-game advantage. And the Mariners are 4th in the division, 19 games out of first. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
We're on a night run. Boy, you better hold your tongue. Talking like you're coming from Kingdom Come. Rhythm and reeling, the feeling of riding the sound through the ceiling. Hey, hey, never got no money, but I'm running from my ears and flooded, cold-blooded, no money. I'm something low. I'm killing the moonlight with daylight. I got my X-ray eyes and I'm feeling so fine. Night running, all night running. Star-studded, not far away. We're running, all night running. Cold-blooded, all night running.
like someone could steal it. Are we waiting for some kind of feeling, or saving it up for the morning? Undercover, the cloak and dagger. Is there a creature in the attic? Are we for real, yeah, or just pretending? Will it burn out by the morning? Night running, all night running. Star-studded, non-far. We're running, all night running. Cold-blooded, all night running. Night running, all night running. Star-studded, non-far. Night running, all night running. Cold-blooded, we're all night running. We're on a night run, no telling where we're running from. In a world of secrets, some demons, some people hiding from the sun. Sending my message to everyone, losing control. Better not stop till I get home. Sentimental flowers don't grow. Gotta live through tidal waves and perishes and biblical floods. I got that Greek love and the streets in my blood. I'm on the final run, falling